New UK car tax rules. How much more will you have to pay? Big changes are coming to car tax from April 2025, and no one is escaping. Whether you drive an electric, a petrol, a diesel, or even a hybrid vehicle, expect to pay more. If you run a business, commute for work, or just own a car, this is going to affect you. So let's break it down. How much more will you be paying? And what can you do to prepare? So here's a first example for you. Let's meet Sarah, a freelance graphic designer. She's done the right thing. She's switched to an electric car to cut costs. There's no road tax. There's low maintenance. And it's absolutely brilliant for the environment. Perfect, right? Wrong. From April 2025, EVs will no longer be tax-free. I think it's complete madness. Sarah's new tax bill is as follows, and amazingly it's affected by when it was registered. So if her EV was registered between 2017 and 2025, it's now going to be £195 per year. I'm sorry to tell you that it gets worse. And this is where a lot of EVs sit in this sort of price bracket. If her car cost over £40,000 new, she is also hit with a luxury car tax of, I can't quite kind of wrap my head around this, £425 extra per year for 5 years. 425. So wait a minute. Let's work out the total damage. The total damage is a whopping £620 per year, which is for an electric car, which is good for the environment, and that was first tax-free. I just think that's absolutely staggering. Is this a government that supports the environment, or is it a government that just is trying to collect taxes absolutely everywhere they possibly can? I think that's completely mad. Now, if you move on to an area that I think is amazing, and that's EV vans, electric vans, they used to be tax-free, of course. It's a really clever thing. There's a lot of them buzzing around. You don't want them churning out lots of diesel smokes into the atmosphere. They are now going to tax them as well. That's hundreds of pounds more in yearly costs for our sole traders and small business owners relying on their vans. And in fact, their customers relying on them to deliver the service, like plumbing or electricians and all the rest of the trades. Now, the next example, Emma, who runs her own e-commerce business on Etsy, drives a hybrid for fuel efficiency. Not as good for the environment, but still a step forward. And she used to get a £10 annual discount on road tax. Not a whopping amount of discount, but it's a nice touch. Not anymore. The new hybrid tax rules, from April 2025, everyone pays the same £195 per year. So, as you can see by my demeanour now, so much for this green incentive. Hybrid drivers now have to pay the same as petrol and diesel owners. It's really not making any sense for the environment. So let's review. Here's everything you need to know about the 2025 UK car tax updates. Number 1. EVs lose tax exemption. Madness. EVs registered before April 2017 will pay £20 per year. And as I said, the 2017 to 25 registration area attracts £195 per year. And new EVs after April 2025, £10 for the first year and then £195 per year after that. Number 2, hybrid cars pay more. No more £10 discount. Full £195 per year tax applies. Number 3, petrol and diesel cars faced higher first year tax. The dirtier your car, the higher your tax. And here's the emissions broken down. For example, lowest emissions up from £10 to £110. Medium emissions up from £30 to £130. And the higher emission vehicles, well, it's a lot more. Number 4, vans and motorcycles are now taxed. Electric vans are £355 per year, which is the same as petrol and diesel vans. And electric motorcycles operate under the standard small engine rate, which we will find out about and put it into the show notes for you. So what can you do about this? You can't avoid these tax hikes, unfortunately, but you can prepare. So here's a few suggestions for you. Renew your road tax before April 2025 and lock in that current lower rate for at least one more year. If you're buying a new car, factor in the tax costs. EV buyers, watch out for that £40,000 luxury tax. I just think that's ludicrous. This is a huge shake-up that every driver in the UK needs to know about. I've expressed my opinion and it's kind of passionate as ever, but what do you think? Will this stop you from buying an EV? Will small businesses be hit hardest? Drop a comment in below. Please hit like, subscribe to stay ahead of the game with all the latest money, finance, tax and accounting tips. See you next time.